Good damage, great damage. Supergirl, though, a lot of buffs on her side, too.
Oh, yeah, she pretty much just a general overall damage buff for Supergirl, but, you know, this is a character that has every option in the book, and now she's just a little bit more, she just hurts a little bit more.
She's got those, she's got the safe footsie string now, too. Big deal for her. Oh, okay.
Oh, the overhead into the Canary Cry tray goes for some kind of cross-up setup. I don't know if SonicFox was a little too late or if that was supposed to combo.
A miss right there. IPS rank 1 up at the top left. You can see what's going on. DubMan is his opponent. This is round 1.
Getting the hit on SonicFox. SonicFox ready to block wherever he drops his combo. Not really sure what's going on here. The overhead into Canary Cry again. Looks like this is going to be SonicFox's ticket into a victory here. He's going to keep using it.
The drop. But you can see the damage that she gets. And that was one reset. Almost took the round on it.
Now, the way the Canary Cry works is it builds up into 3 levels, and those 3 levels, you know, as you gradually go up, they'll reach farther and farther. Ooh. It's SonicFox. He was walking forward, and he was just ready to block that.
Yeah, this is one player you don't want to do that stuff on, and I think it's a character you don't want to either, because look at the damage on this. No, that's safe. DubMan's in a real bad spot. 3-3. Yep, unclashable.
Hits the low and doesn't continue the combo because he doesn't want to give him the opportunity to clash.
Oh, no meter spent. Look, this is going to be tough in any case, but you got to be doing the combos to get it to work, and he did not do it. You have an advantage just for touching the opponent. Whether you're hitting or whether they're blocking it, you're in a good spot. All right, here's the meter burn. Let's see what DubMan gets. No.
Big drop there. SonicFox going to the other side, dropping a combo of his own, but, you know, he's okay. He's just doing that stand 3-3, taking advantage of the plus frames there.
Out of the air. All right, let's see what he can get on this. He's dropped a few of these things.
Yeah, not really sure what's going on, but here he gets a conversion.
Oh, man, that's a couple of bars.
Yeah, it's a couple of bars, and you really didn't go anywhere. It's just really, really scary stuff doing an air escape in the corners. You recover for so long once you hit the ground. There's so much time where you cannot block.
You really got to know what your opponent's combo routes are to make that count.
Exactly.
And he just unfortunately did not make it count. Or at least he gets the clash. Maybe he can get things sorted afterward. So far, just getting mauled.
All right. DubMan decides to use 2 bars, gets 25% back. A little bit of breathing room. Let's see what he can do with this. Ooh.
It's a cross-up. Yep, she can go in the front or the back. Oh, my God. I love this pressure. Just the way that Canary dances around, I think, is so cool.
Yeah, it really messes with your head when a character can jump in, hit you with an overhead, and then overhead you again. And then you don't know which side it's going to be on.
Ah, another drop.
Puts himself in the corner. I don't like it. Spacing is everything. And SonicFox giving everyone at home a show with the arena transition. Taking a ride on the bat plane on the other side, slamming into the guardrail, and SonicFox goes up.
Black Canary, she has the handspring for excellent forward and back movement, and we've seen him use that a lot so far. Overhead. First time he's brought that out.
It's a really cool looking string. Oh, and the unavoidable or very hard to avoid setup there with that unblockable mine.
Yeah, look at this harassment. You can see DubMan just trying to figure out, like, where am I supposed to get out of this situation?
Where am I supposed to challenge?
Yeah.
Where am I supposed to, you know, what? I mean, Supergirl's got she's got great fast buttons. Her down 1 or down 2 are super quick.
Yep, excellent movement on her side. We haven't really seen a lot of that. Okay, air to air, but another drop.
Huge, huge drop by DubMan.
You can see how timid he is. I think he might be worried about the scream. Doesn't want to move, it seems. Haven't seen much in the way of laser zoning. Okay.
We get the overhead. He meter burns it, and he drops the follow-up there. And SonicFox going to town with those stand 3-3s. Gets the Canary Cry. Back 3. Puts him closer to the corner. And I believe that was a cross-up. It looked like a cross-up.
SonicFox going for individual hits now. Does not want to give the clash.
Yeah, we're just going to see 3s and 3s. Unclashable stuff there.
And meter burn for a little bit of extra damage. SonicFox looking good. Great movement. Great.
By all means, surprise me. Now, Combat Houston is definitely the you know, the one that I see probably coming out of this. He's the NRS veteran.
Sure. I'm interested to see what we can get from Firestorm here in the way of air control. It's a character that I think of more controlling the ground, but Black Adam spends a lot of time counter zoning and being in the air, and that might be tough for Firestorm to deal with.
Firestorm does have the air torpedo there.
Sure.
A good way to kind of get Black Adam out of the sky, just not even risk it. And there it is, the wake-up charge, wake-up torpedo, and here we go, the combo, and Kombat Houston closes out that first bar pretty convincingly.
Right. There are some situations where Firestorm can deal a lot of damage, but typically he's got to be traded up first.
Oh yeah, traded up, and his trade is ready to go.
It is. Oh, he was really... Well, there was no meter on Kombat Houston's side, but Rellzz thought there was a wake-up coming. Black Adam, as many strengths as he has, weakness is definitely the wake-up, very poor.
Oh yeah, very poor wake-up, very easy to stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You're in my blast zone. This surprises you.
In his blast zone. Now, one thing a little gripe I have with Firestorm is how they kind of left out all the other elements that he uses.
Yeah.
Typically, yeah. If you're into the comic book thing.
Well, right now the question is, how can Rellzz make this comeback happen? He's looking for something, but
he's out of resources. He's out of Clash, and not sure why Kombat Houston didn't spend the meter there to bounce up with the black magic, which was I don't know, maybe he's playing the wrong patch at home.
Right, yeah.
But
okay, there can be a lot of damage on this, and good setup too. Well, it didn't really get too much, and that's probably going to seal the deal. Slow as he can.
I like that little cool. And every character can do it.
What a interesting wake-up choice from Kombat Houston, but it did work.
I mean, what do you want him to do? Do you want him to do his awful wake-up attack?
Page,
There's no way he wants to do that. He's going to jump. He's going to delay wake-up. Oh, and there he is.
Protection! Make it happen. Yes, he does in time.
Oh, and I love that side switch there.
We wanted the reset. See what he can get. Oh, okay. Interesting.
He knew he was going to challenge there. Very well-calculated spot there, and a big switch-up right here. Rellzz finally awake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll say. Oh, but the counters. That's what I'm talking about. It's tough to zone out Black Adam. You just got to be worried about the dive kick.
You got to be worried about the dive kick. You got to see those opportunities. You got to respect the meter burn dive kick when it happens.
Just as fast as Rellzz took Kombat Houston's life bar, just as fast, maybe faster, his zone was gone.
Oh, looking for the overhead and the delay wake up. Black Adams are always delay wake up. You know, just because, you know, the fact that you said before, the fact that he has no wake up.
Mm-hmm. Okay, put an end to that. I think that's a good choice. There's going to be pretty good damage on that.
And unfortunately for Kombat Houston, it kind of the foot dive there kind of gives you a switch over in the clash. You know what side you were on.
Oh boy. We're seeing Rellzz just, you can see him struggling to find out what he should be doing. Not a good range.
And Kombat Houston pretty much depending on the fact that Rellzz is not going to not meter burn that low fire, the low fire pit. Just like waiting for the meter burn. Oh, no punish there. But does get something.
Okay, at least the overhead. That's the flip. Oh, the flip actually worked.
We have trade.
Oh boy, trade is up. Yeah, I don't know. He gave the clash, and that's bad news. Not just because you give your opponent life and you get range. It's because the trade's over, and I feel like that was the biggest chance. Black Adam trades up himself.
Yeah, walk near him, and he is dead. The overhead gets the first hit and the first and that bar awarded to Rellzz, but unfortunately gets hit by a big combo. Goes for the reset and a great block on the cross up.
Trying to move away, trying to find something here is Rellzz. You can see how he does not want to throw those fireballs.
No, yeah, he's definitely second-guessing them.
Yeah, but what are you going to do if not? You know, if you're not actively zoning as Firestorm from that range, what are you doing? Tough times.
Trying to challenge there on the plus frames there, Black Adam.
Trait's almost ready to go full. Yeah, okay, now he can turn blue if he finds an opportunity. Got to block this out first. Ooh! Intention was to move forward and get something going, but Kombat Houston was there.
You know, don't count Rellzz out quite yet. You know, he's got full bar here. He's got his trait ready to go. And I feel like he needs to start that up as soon as he gets any kind of breathing room. And Kombat Houston is not planning on giving him any.
Tricky setup.
Yeah, so here he's going for a clash. He's trying to avoid the combo, trying to get some health back. And here is
Maybe activate?
No, he's waiting. He's waiting for his opportunity. I think he's just too scared of the threat of black magic.
Oh, here we go. Yes. So he.
Oh no!
That's killer. I mean, that might be good night. All that trait. You saw how long it took to get going, and it's just gone.
It just takes one Black Adam combo to really wait out that trait.
Right. Extra damage on it. Extra,
combo ability.
Yeah, combos get better, but we're just not going to see that stuff. Trait's almost there for Black Adam. And there it is.
The snap of his fingers, the orbs just activate, circling him around. Yeah, I mean,
that tends to be his style. Mid-range into safe pressure.
Yeah, this is really where she wants to stay. She wants to stay at full screen. Doesn't really want to stay next to you unless she's got you in the corner. She's got great wake-ups, great ways to build up meter, as long as you can't shut those ways down.
Right. And this can be tough for Scarecrow. It's a character who wants to get in, of course, but does have some long-range options. It's just that it's kind of hard to whiff punish that shield. It is pretty quick.
Oh, yeah.
It's doable, but it's really more of a prediction rather than a reaction.
Oh, yeah. You definitely have to predict. You definitely have to make it, completely whiff. And Dragon not really even going with the air shield toss.
Wanted it. Wow, okay.
I think Dragon wanted a shield bash there.
Yeah, I don't think that was the intention, but it worked.
That definitely did. He wasn't ready, and he didn't have enough health to block it.
Okay, now this is exactly where Ghost wants to be. But the wake up and safe is Dragon.
Yeah, no, it's an easy way to get out. And look at Wonder Woman's walk speed. Her walk speed has to be probably one of her best assets to all her tools. Just great mobility. It's really hard to pin her down. Even if you're jumping at her, she can still just walk away from you at such a great pace. And look at this, Dragon in complete control. This is such a frustrating way to go out.
And he did not give Ghost the clash there. It was just 2 hits, and he backed off. And that is that complete control
of his own.
Ah, okay.
Maybe he's just you know what? I know her moves. I know her moveset. I'll just do whatever he's doing. So Ghost actually gets the first hit there, gets the reward of meter. But Dragon ready to bounce back. No anti there by Ghost. And Ghost is the one in the purple. Just it's a little hard to follow sometimes. Sometimes you forget who's who.
Again, no anti-air. Pretty good jump in, but no anti-air.
The background bounce, the meter burn back 3, perfectly timed by Dragon. This is an execution monster. He does do the lame stuff, but he gets the most damage that he can whenever he gets an opportunity.
He does the functional combos. They're not the big swag combos, but they're functional and good.
And there it is. You cannot whiff it. If you whiff that shield throw, that's where you're opened up. That's where your opponent can do something about it.
Right.
So you have to be very careful about it. You have to know exactly how far it is. You can't just mindlessly throw it there. Some people look at this and they're like, oh, they're just spamming the same move over and over again. It's really not. You really, really have to pay close attention there. Now, pay attention to count how many shield throws that Dragon's actually going to miss.
Yeah, very few, I'm sure. He's just so good on spacing. He knows exactly where he is on the screen, and he knows when to move and when to hold still. It's just looked great so far. Although that said, here's Ghost now. The wake up.
The wake up is so good, and you can meter burn it to make it super, super hard to punish.
And I really like wake up too, because Ghost has been struggling throughout 2 games now to find some kind of opportunity. And when you're struggling like that and you find a knockdown, you think, all right, this is the chance. I got to make it happen right now.
Nope.
That's when the wake up works.
Wake up to get him out. Ghost jumping in, looking for something.
No.
And Dragon opting to avoid the clash there. Smart stuff, because Ghost did have and 5 more for the 3rd one if he's desperate enough. But Dragon just kind of took that whole thing out of the equation entirely.
What a start for Ghost.
I
love it, though. Yeah.
Hey, I don't think that many people can say they got first hit on Dragon in a tournament. So
he's done it twice.
He did it twice.
Interrupted. Meter burns, yes. Here's a little bit more damage.
Are we going to see a background bounce? We are.
There's a lot more damage, it turns out.
If you got a background bounce, you got options.
So moving forward now is Dragon. not just at the range where he can safely throw shield.
I feel like he's comfortable. You know,
Yeah.
he knows there. You know, he can play a little bit more sloppier. He doesn't need to, you know, stay with the lame stuff here.
Ooh, that was a big chance.
That was a huge missed opportunity there by Ghost. Only got a 2-hit combo there, not too much damage.
If you're playing against somebody like Dragon who is as confident in spacing and you get a chance, you need to make it count. You're not going to get too many.
He's got to make a prediction here. He's got to just force that whiff. You know, a meter burn roll is a great option to kind of, you know, when Wonder Woman's looking for that full screen or max range air shield toss.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, if you find the right moment to roll in there, you can really blow her up for it. We haven't seen that yet. He's got a bar now, but we just haven't seen him bring that option out. Very nice movement from Dragon, who's been real fishy about, you know, where he is. Is he at max range, or is he all of a sudden in your face? The walking back and forth is about playing with where your opponent expects you to be, and he's really good at that. We've said how important it is to control with that shield, and you can see him doing it. I mean, especially in a mirror match, you really get a good idea for how well Dragon can control the mid-range, because Ghost could be doing the same things.
Yeah, exactly. He's got the exact same tools as Dragon. No reason for him to not just do it right back at him, but you will see, you do, in this entire, you know, these two games, you've seen Ghost miss way more shield tosses than Dragon has.
It's not easy to do.
And the overhead lasso of truth there by Ghost does get that first bar. He does at least take a bar away from Dragon.
Right.
Dragon not in complete control here. Is he on the verge of a comeback? Or is Dragon just going to hold him down and roll over 3-0?
Well, Dragon can pretty much stay where he is. He doesn't need to make any forward movements. Haven't seen him outranging a lot of stuff. That's it. Here's Ghost. Ah, interrupted.
And a big combo there by Dragon. Again, functional combos, not too swaggy, just enough to get the job done.
Mm-hmm. And again, Dragon at a range where he can play pretty safely.
And, you know, a few stray hits here and there really are going to avoid the clash. You can only clash combos.
Uh-huh. Oh, man, that's huge. In this situation, with that much life left, the dashing forward,
He just
all of a
did
sudden
it.
out of the blue.
He wants to get this over with. He wants to finish the job.
That kind of sudden change of pace is not easy to deal with, but there's Dragon taking it very convincingly 3-0. That Wonder Woman... tough times, FGC players.
FGC player, right?
10 in the morning. So, Method Rio going with Dr. Fate, and Rellzz with the Flash.
Trying to
Character
like
with excellent up close pressure, but I don't know if he can zone him out super well, but that's what Fate's going to try to do.
I mean, putting that orb there is a great way to kind of keep Flash away from you for a long period of time. You know, you possibly can meter burn roll through it if you time it right, but it's a very risky thing to do.
He can do the run slide under that too.
Okay, so I guess he's got to be a little farther.
Yeah, it's got to be something that you predict too. It's not easy to just get. All right, damage.
Oh, drops the end of the combo. Not sure if he was... You know, I feel like every time Flash drops you and he's got the Speed Force on, you're so scared of it that you're always going to delay wake up. You're like, I want nothing to do with this. I'm staying on the ground as long as I can because I don't want him to hit me.
Just let it dissipate.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, I think he's got to kind of take that into account, kind of realize that he's going to do that.
Excellent control. Wow, he walked forward so long right there.
Very long time there. Just
Rellzz just let him have it. Here he goes. Wake up. No, there's none. This time, wow, okay. Rio.
very
not
risky.
Waking up.
Yeah.
Well, the wake up is pretty safe.
No, it definitely is.
Especially when your opponent doesn't have any life.
And I think Rio's just kind of being very passive, very patient.
Yeah, that's true so far. This has been a very patient game for him.
Ooh, goes for the throw, and I want to say out of reaction, Rellzz kind of teched it, and it probably was late, and he was able to catch Rio there with a throw of his own.
Yeah, there's the orb just staring Rellzz in the face, controlling space. This is, yeah, very punishable option.
He was ready, and right there, Rellzz realized that Rio did a delay wake up, and when you delay wake up, you don't have access to the invincibility frames on your wake up moves.
Right.
So as soon as he saw that, he said, "I'm putting hands all over him." You know, Rellz's still in this. He's got 3 bars. Rio's only got 1, and he's at the corner, and he rolls out of there.
What an escape, and that's so important too. Okay, is there going to be a clash? Yeah, even though he's down on life, you just do not want to take that full trait combo.
you know, clashing will avoid the rest of that combo. And not only that, look at the bottom of the screen. The flash trait is timed all the way back down to 0. He's got to wait for it to be available again.
Druzad did not actually take any damage out of that clash. He could have, but he decided not to. Now, he's maybe a hit away. Oh, if he finds the next mix-up, this is big-time danger for Rio.
If he gets a hit, he's got the Flash Force ready to go.
Oh, yeah. Very dangerous situation. Safe.
Oh, how did that not connect?
That
Rio
was
just
huge.
jumped out.
Still very dangerous. Look at the patience on Rio's side, and now at range, he can feel more comfortable. He can get more chip, and he just waits for the roll. Wow, that could have gone south for Rio.
Or maybe that's just too obvious of an answer. But you know, when Flash is in the Flash Force there, he cannot block. But he's got so much combo potential. He's so much faster than you. So I guess they had to kind of like even that out somehow. No punish there by Rio, blocking that overhead. Very risky stuff to go for the full string.
I like this range that Druzad's playing at right now. This is a range where he can duck fireballs, but where he can really approach very quickly as Flash. Okay, nice. Rio cuts off the screen.
Oh, the overhead connecting. No trait activated. Trying to keep him in the corner.
That could have been a lot of damage. What? Oh, man.
The interactables. Rio, a big fan of these interactables. He loves every single one of them. He loves using them every opportunity he can. And he definitely doesn't want them to be out of the game. Going with the down 1-2 there. And Druzad getting something going, but lets Rio out of the corner again.
And that's really the name of the game as Flash. If you can find the corner, you are a huge threat. You're just a couple of mix-ups away from taking any round. But to get in, that takes longer. It takes work.
Yeah, Druzad's really respecting. Oh, Rio ready to challenge because he knows that there's so much recovery on activating that trait. There's a huge tell. You can see when it's coming. And, you know, even though your buttons are slower, Flash cannot block. So if you can throw a fast enough button there that you know is going to meet him, just do it. You know, we saw a great example of that at Summer Jam against Honeybee. I believe it was Illusions and Honeybee.
Rio just playing very patiently. Oh, wow. Gets opened up. Good damage. We got to find some setup, though. Oh, he had the hits and he didn't confirm it. There are these moments where you could say Druzad could have taken games, could have taken rounds. It's happened a couple of times each game so far.
Oh, right there is that slide that you were talking about there. There is an option. You just can't be too obvious about it. And he just like barely got under that orb. Checking that unblockable interactable. Druzad knew that right there he had no option to block.
Yes. Oh no! Huge! And Rio, alright, just...
I mean,
did you think he got hit on purpose there? I don't know.
I don't think so. I think Rio was trying to jump out. I feel like, you know, it was a huge missed opportunity there, but, you know, he got rid of the clash. He can wait for his trait to come back. He's not out of this.
No. Sure. Again, he's just a couple of hits away from doing it. Especially if he finds the corner.
Isn't the Flash always just a couple of hits away from doing this?
Seriously, yeah. No, he's excellent damage. One of the best in 50-50 overhead low. Oh, man. Again, one of these moments you could say Druzad could have done it when he had the speed. Better than in Injustice 1. Significantly in many cases.
Yeah.
All right.
This is going to hurt, and this is going to carry all the...
It's got to hurt. I mean, it should hurt, and it didn't. I mean, that's, again, 3 games so far. Moments where Druzad could take it.
Big drops there, and Rio ready to challenge that jump in 1, knowing that he presses it so early that there is a gap between the next string that he hits.
Finally, forward 3, which I think is mostly just about getting him away from the corner. It does hit.
Going for the alligator jump, goes to the other side, trying to put Rio back in the corner, trying to bully him, looking for his opening. Just ready to take the guaranteed damage. Doesn't mind it at all.
And Rio's really upped the movement in this game so far. Back and forth a lot, standing at a range he feels comfortable at, but wasn't expecting the vine.
Great reactions there by Druzad, seeing the overhead, but didn't catch that one.
Druzad just trying to wait at that spot, trying to get something going. Here's a chance!
Okay, didn't kill him, so he's got the opportunity, goes for the overhead, and a great block by Rio. I feel like I've barely seen Rio wake up. He's very patient, very okay with just blocking.
And Flash is not an easy character to block. He's got those very legit overhead low mix-ups. Very confirmable.
Oh. Chucks the oil tank there.
The movement was so important for Ryo.
And a push
There
block.
you go, perfect.
Great way to stop that flash force.
Push block counts as a hit in Injustice. And this is exactly now where Ryo wants to be, zoning out. Chip, not even chip, that's real damage right there.
I feel like I haven't been seeing this at all before. I feel like he just kind of switched up his game, or I think he figured out something, remembered something.
Look at that patience right there from Ryo. Again, just walking back, fine. He feels comfortable. And this is basically going to do it. There it is. Ryo takes it 3-0. It didn't need to be 3-0. It really didn't. It could have been different. Dragon versus Toys happening off stream. Winner of that will play against the winner of this.
And I guess SylverRye is going with Batman, converting there with the forward 3 after, leaving him in a standing reset position.
Oh, so tough.
And Pnut not blocking the right way. Not sure what side it hit on.
Didn't see the cross-up sign, but that Batman jump too is so ambiguous. And as many times as you've seen that setup, you still get hit by it. It's still real. Okay, there's the bat to the rescue.
SylverRye 2 for 2 with those full screen slide conversions there with the bat trait.
Pnut's been playing this character since the game came out, and he's put in a lot of work to help make Fate, the character he is now.
You know, I definitely see Pnut at home with a character like this. You know, he had a very great Sinestro in Injustice 1. Very similar projectile that you see here in Fate. Barely not getting hit by that Batarang.
Right. Look at this pressure now. Oh, yes, what a read. Gotta get the damage. And he did. Oh, wow. What a wake up. It's not invincible, it's just super fast and a ton of damage and a ton of advantage on block.
Yeah, so it's really everything he's looking for. Holding down Pnut, knew that he didn't have the gall to let go of the mechanical bat there. Just goes for the forward 3, throwing all caution to the wind.
Pnut trying to find a safe spot. Ooh, was looking for the forward movement. SylverRye patient. And that's, well, okay, it wasn't quite the time, turned out.
The 1-1-3 string, the 3 on that move is an overhead. Pnut got opened up by it, tries to punish the slide.
All right, spacing again for Pnut. That's what this game is all about. Does he have space, or is SylverRye right in on him? Interrupted right there. Oh, no, not in time, excuse me.
You know, that interactable comes out almost immediately. As soon as you press those buttons on that screen, it's coming out.
That might have been it. Both have flash still. Pnut trying to fight, trying to get some space.
All right, I love the use of the interactable there. Kind of take that option away from Batman.
Oh, beautiful stuff!
Didn't connect, not really sure what's going on.
And now Chip is huge!
SylverRye's in a really bad spot right now. He goes for the forward 2 and headbutt.
He's not cutting it, he thinks.
No, I mean, he wants to play that full screen game now, you know? And if you want to sit back in zone, I'll sit back in zone. I got a better zoner for you.
Right, this is a pretty tough matchup for Pnut right now. Very tough character for him to deal with because he wants to zone. That's what he'd like to do. But he's up against, as you said, a character who's just better at it. Just very fast projectiles, interrupting a lot of what Fate wants to do, and really controlling the screen.
Not only that, but he's got a zoning option that crouches his hurt box down, and you see it in that assault rifle there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really annoying to kind of get in on him.
Oh, this has got to be something.
The instant jump one, the very unsafe stuff there by SylverRye, and Pnut was ready to punish.
Ah, there it is. Pnut pressuring, still, okay, it's gone. Wow, all right, Pnut's keeping up on this thing, and there's the round. Look at that. It seemed like he was really out of it.
Oh, yeah. And he was very content there with that trade at the end. He's like, I know that this trade is definitely better for me. Let me get rid of this bar and see how far I can take it.
You see how Fate has to play this. He's not, I mean, it's a very different match than the last 2 Fates we've seen. Versus Flash versus Batman. He needs to move forward.
SylverRye getting that one assault rifle shot there. Crouching down onto his knees and just taking out the shins of Dr. Fate.
But I like Pnut's movement. Walking, blocking, walking, blocking. It's really how you have to approach it against a Deadshot.
It's a very safe way to approach a Deadshot.
Right. Oh, there's oh, interrupted though.
Where did the car go? It just disappeared.
It disappeared.
So he's taking shots, and he's really just, like you said, being very patient, just walking in.
Okay. Oh, boy, interrupted both times. Perfect little snipes there from SylverRye. That's huge, and that wastes the trade too. It's gone.
Oh, and look at those blue bullets. So the trait of Deadshot, they send him full screen. One of the most frustrating things to deal with in this game.
Yep. Healing field, he wants to be in it. But as he was trying to move into it, he gets hit. And now very tough spot. Oh, he's got a bar. He can get a little bit of life back.
He can. One bar will give him 15%, a little bit more wiggle room. Now let's see if he throws up that healing orb to try to get a little bit more. I just don't know. You know, I don't know the math. I don't know if it's going to be...
Oh, the bar was spent. So tough now for SylverRye. Well, he's working on building. There's another one. All right. Meter burn it. Not quite death, but anything now.
And SylverRye completely... Sure. Most matchups, you're ready to just zone, and then you're like, what? I have to go in?
Right.
I have to open you up?
Well, so he's got a character now with excellent mobility, good footsies, good damage.
And a teleport to really shut down those full screen options of Deadshot.
Right. SylverRye being pretty patient with his zoning, though. He's not overcommitting, maybe in fear of the teleport.
Oh, and Deadshot actually getting some damage in the corner there, and the wake-up attack by Lord Pnut.
Trying to follow up. Nice! All right.
And I like it, the meterless combos there with the use of that background bounce after the down one.
Great blocking. Oh, what? Right over it? Yeah, meter burn it.
That was a huge drop by SylverRye. He connected the jump in, and I guess he just didn't dial in his combo or his string in fast enough, and Pnut was able to block there.
Pnut very patient right there. And still. Okay.
He's okay with waiting for this. I think he's just trying not to make the teleport too obvious. And that doesn't combo the assault rifle a little too slow there. Only good for Chip.
Oh, speaking of Chip, it's very close. You can see Pnut wants it. Really? Okay.
The wake-up uppercut there. Or I guess just the uppercut in the neutral there.
That was good enough to do the trick. SylverRye trying to play patient. You see him moving backwards. And you can see how differently he's forced to play now than he was versus Fate. Versus Fate, he was very gun-happy. Yeah, he could zone. He knew Fate did not have the same movement options that Pnut now has with Supergirl.
Yeah, I mean, Supergirl has an air dash to really get in on you.
Yeah.
She has the teleport. She has a projectile that's going to hit a little bit better on that opposite side of the screen.
Right.
With that air trait.
Ah, okay. Great block. SylverRye patient.
No bomb placement there by Deadshot.
Yeah, you go, okay.
He gets it this time.
Right. Okay, the blue. As you said, full screen knockback. Cannot get touched right now.
Now, I love Pnut's decision there. He basically went to the corner. He forced his way into the corner to just get that interactable out of the picture. Doesn't want to give him the option.
Ah, all right. Just a tie. But SylverRye, as you can see, gets ahead afterward with the spacing. All right.
And that's why he held on to it, because he knew it was going to be more than the 15% that he would have dealt with the bar itself.
Yes! Oh, all right. What a goal from Pnut. Expecting, it seemed. He's got to deal with Batman on deck again.
Now, Pnut is in a great spot right now, because if he does lose this match, he does have the option to go back to Dr. Fate. And just like we saw in the first game, it did go to his favor.
Keep in mind how important this is for SylverRye to do well at this tournament in order really to have a chance at getting into the Pro Series finals. Got to do well today.
Oh, again, getting opened up by that 1-1-3. The third hit is an overhead, but you know, I feel like that's one of the lesser used strings by Batman.
If you see he's got a bat on deck, that means he can combo out of it. All right. So now maybe he's Pnut. Well, nope. Really, he didn't have a bat to back him up. He just did it.
Not sure what Pnut was doing there. Just kind of walking towards SylverRye. SylverRye not taking advantage of it. Just kind of backing up, trying to get his own breathing room here.
Slow approach here from SylverRye with the bat, and he missed it in time.
I think right there, SylverRye was looking for stand one into grapple and just got grapple alone a little too quickly. The inputs.
There's the bat.
A 1-2. Oh, I love it. The 1-2-2 string just to kind of get the momentum and just put the pressure on Supergirl, keeping her in the corner.
Oh boy. Tried to move, and when there's a bat coming, you just don't want to do that.
Can't make the wake-up options too obvious there.
Will he try again? No, really? All right.
Going to the other side to keep Batman in the corner. Now, Supergirl can really bully you here almost the same way that Superman can bully you with his forward two. You know, it's kind of a Kryptonian thing.
Yeah, if she can get something going now, then that's good news for Pnut. Again, I don't know, man.
Opening him up every single time.
Is he looking for a slide or something?
Not really sure. There's a slide.
I mean, there have been lots of slides. All right, this is just a lot of control right now. Pnut needs at least a few big hits, at least a few big moments, especially considering there's Clash still on deck.
Oh, he just went for it.
I mean, you got to try. You got to try.
I mean, it gets you pretty good damage there. You know, you get to connect the back three afterwards, do your follow-up, and just kind of hold on to your momentum here.
No meter now. Oh, there it is. And it looks like Pnut has ended up on top of it.
I mean, that's the advantage of winning that first game, but gets opened up there. SylverRye not expecting it to really connect because it didn't get him last time. Goes with the throw. Pnut finally built his first bar. He's got his trait active. Now his trait does give his special moves different properties, usually way better properties than when his trait's not activated. So when you see some red around Dr. Fate, you got to respect him a little bit more.
Some extra damage on a lot of things. Okay. Red again. Oh, wow. A great expectation by Pnut. And now with no meter on Batman's side, Pnut can try to control. No, but the range on the slide was perfect.
Oh, great duck there by those second two orbs.
No meter for Batman. This is an unusual spot for that character.
Well, yeah, I mean, basically, Pnut shutting down his options. He's not giving him a chance to just really sit there and throw batarangs.
Right.
So in these matchups where Batman can't just throw batarangs all day, he's not really going to have too much meter.
Sure.
Until he gets hit over and over again, and SylverRye is just kind of using all his meter to get in, and he does with the meter burn roll there.
And he missed the down two.
Got trade out. He can trade there, and Pnut going for the interactable right away, trying to set up camp here.
Into not much, blocking. Very nice. Pnut gets the range.
And a great decision there by Pnut to push block those bats away. If you push block when Batman has those bats ready to shoot out at you, they will go away. Like you said before, they do count as a hit in Injustice.
Again, back to this range, and expectation for Pnut. We've seen it a couple times. Great stuff. Unclashable. He is just in control. The range is looking good. Expectations are all there. He's playing around the Clash. Oh boy, Pnut is going to take it over SylverRye. And great for him. But as we said, SylverRye needs... So I wonder if this was a blind pick, because with Deadshot and Bane, I think does pretty well against Grodd. I know a lot of Grodd players don't like that matchup. It might have been a situation where they both have their counter to the other person's character, and Rio ended up on the top right now. But we'll see if he can do it.
Maybe this was just a counter because he feels like Rio personally doesn't like Deadshot. And again, right there, Grr proving that he's the master of interactables, going for that corner thing. And I'm sure Rio is like, I shouldn't be surprised.
Oh, now he's got to chase the whole way? Or is Grr going to try to take control here in the corner? Looks like he is.
He wants to stay in there. Oh, he tries to delay it to anticipate the wake-up. Good reactions by Grr, but unfortunately not able to hold it long enough.
Out of the corner, but that's, I think, a pretty good distance for Grr. And he had some nice corner control. Slowly bulldogging his Rio, but yeah, those blue shots, full screen, just for getting hit by one. Oh, what a time to escape.
He's out of there. He is out of there, wants nothing to do with it.
That's kind of an unfortunate stage pick here, too. I mean, that's how it goes.
It's random.
Random stage, but unfortunate for Rio, no doubt.
And it is random stage. It's not ranked match where you can both choose your stages, which is not the way it should be. It should always be random.
I believe he is working on a perfect. I don't see any chips in the armor up there on the top left. I don't see any chips in that armor yet. That skin is fully on.
Oh, gets the
he
overhead.
Believed in it, too.
He said this is going to hit 100%. Rio not really finding his footing here, just trying to find his way in. And, you know, I feel like this could just be a Rio counter pick, just a nice way to kind of frustrate him, you know?
Sure, yeah. If you know the opponent very, very well, you pick characters that might not necessarily be a character counter pick, but a person counter pick. That's often more important.
You know, Deadshot really...
Here we go. Oh, the meter burn, and he's out of there, and he's got the whole screen to walk back. Air one, and wow. This is real tough times right now for Rio.
I'm surprised he hasn't pressed start and just gone a character select screen at this point. This is...
I mean, I'm looking at his face, and he's stoic. He's not reacting yet. Excellent. That's exactly the kind of escape that I love. He knows the combo routes for Rio, and he knows what Rio's likely to do, and he escaped perfectly.
Was it? So right there, Grodd just kind of, going for the clash. I don't know if he was going to go for the third hit there, that string, but, what's done is done. He gave Rio the opportunity to kind of make a comeback here.
That had to be it for Rio. Because now this is real bad news for him. Corner control, will it be a wake-up? Nope.
No wake up there, gets the throw, puts him in the corner.
There's the wake-up, though.
He was anticipating the kick.
Yeah, the idea is there.
He was anticipating the kick, and Grodd knew that the meter burn forward 3 was coming, so he didn't do the kick so he could extend his jump and go beyond him. Very smart stuff there.
Oh, yeah, just waiting for it was Grodd. Chip out, almost there. Finally the trait, and there's him just moving through. I'm surprised we haven't seen that at all yet.
I mean, I think Grodd just wasn't giving him the room to do it. Here he does have the interactable on the right to get off, but Gorilla Grodd is a power character, so he can get rid of it. So this is definitely a better pick, stage-wise for Rio, or in Rio's favor.
Because keep in mind, Rio did get Grodd to the corner a few times.
Probably like 5 times in that game.
Right, it's just that he couldn't capitalize. So now maybe he can capitalize, especially if they go to the left. And of course, that's what Rio wants right now.
Yeah, he's just walking his way down here. Goes for the command jump there.
What an escape, but right into the big skull. Here we go. Oh, man. Gersaw.
Good respect there by Rio, not disrespecting those plus frames by Deadshot there after the forward 3.
Okay, here we go now from Rio. See what he can get out of this. Oh, boy.
A big drop. It's been so long since he even got to execute that combo. He just forgot how to do it.
His hands got cold.
That's what happens.
What attack! Grodd looks so ready, and the blues are out.
The blues are out, so once those connect... Ooh, not sure what happened there. I guess the invincibility of starting up on that interactable kind of, stopped the stampede there.
Man.
Rio's got 2 objectives here. He's got to get him to the right corner.
Yeah.
And he's also got to get rid of that interactable in the right corner. This is Grodd's completely content here.
And you can see Rio trying to expect the dive out again. You see the range he's trying to keep.
Yeah.
He's looking for it, but Grodd sees that, and so Grodd's just throwing more fireballs. That's fine.
Yeah, he's fine.
Shoot him.
Totally fine with just using his full screen options, using those projectiles,
Oh my God. All right,
and getting out of the corner. It doesn't matter. Look at all this real estate that Grodd just bought himself for jumping out of there.
Trade's ready to go here for Rio. Didn't expect the vine.
Okay, I think Grodd's only 1 interactable away from using every single interactable on this stage. He used the background bounce, he chucked the tusk, used the tree about 8 times, and here we go.
Here's a huge chance. Here's a huge chance. Got to take the life bar. He did not know Rio.
Those hands are too cold, but he gets the throw. He gets rid of the life bar here.
He's got those big clumsy gorilla mitts on. And he's had chances. Not many, but he's had them. Trying to move his opponent into the corner. What an expectation. Jump 1, air to air. One of the better ones.
Oh, he was going for the mix-up there.
Yeah, I don't think he wanted Rio to clash. So now we got Grodd again moving forward.
And there it is. Grodd's used every interactable on this stage.
Genius.
Because he is the best. He is the master of interactables. He's okay. That's all he really wants to do. He doesn't even really want to win. He just wants to use the interactables. He's just doing it. He could have sat back, done a low assault rifle, but no, just said, you know what, I'm going to just jump around on this vine a little bit more. Okay. But let's see if Rio makes him pay for it.
Okay. Wow, down 1 right there. Rather than looking for something to block, I guess Grodd just had the expectation.
Playground, yep.
Lots of unblockable stuff.
Lots of unblockable stuff. He is going to have the bumper car in the corner to blow up, but, again, Rio can take that out of the picture entirely. And all he's got on the right side are 2 barrels, 2 unblockable barrels to throw. Not really a way to get out of too much. So this is definitely a better pick for Rio, but if Grodd does lose this, he's going to switch.
Oh, sure, yeah.
It's the back 3. Here we go. Rio finally getting on there, looking for some kind of mix-up there. Grodd forcing himself into the corner to use those interactables. He's got 1 more. Is he going to use it?
He's threatening with it. You can see Rio knows. Rio in the corner himself. He doesn't use the barrel.
The barrel doesn't have too much combo potential for a power character.
I guess that's true. Yeah, they kind of toss it over.
They toss it overhead,
you can
toss it real far.
That's true.
So, it's definitely favorite. I feel like Injustice 1 favored power characters a lot with these interactables, and they kind of try to undo that in this game to kind of give it more to the gadget characters, or at least even it out. You know, a nice little balance to it.
Here's something going for Rio. Okay, gets the low. No. Just about to say it, and I spoke too early.
I think we're just cursing Rio this entire set here.
Well, the game cursed him for part of it. Those first 2 matches on the stages he did not want.
There we go. He gets something going. Meter burns it for the combo potential, and Grodd just flips out of there at the cost of 2 bars because he knew he was going to be fine in this corner. He doesn't get Stampede over, and he chucks the body.
And Grodd just holding the corner right now. Okay, the big down towards sweep. Finally a life bar.
He's got the bumper car. Is he going to use it?
I mean, that's the threat for sure.
There.
Ducks right under. It's gone.
It is gone now. He doesn't have access to it, so now this is a true corner, but it doesn't matter. The meter burn forward 3 into the back 3. Unclashable stuff. He just needs a few more hits to take it over Rio. 3-0.
And there, okay, chip.
Looking for it.
I love that Grodd did not bring out a shot. He was just expecting Rio to move, but he's gotten hit now.
Oh,
what a tech! And there it is. Grodd takes it, and as solidly as you can. 3-0. Or maybe this is the real one?
This is definitely the real one. They let the intros rock. It's a big. Grodd's a huge fan of the intros. Now, what you're going to see from Red Hood, he's going to be chucking those mines. Those mines aren't unblockable. They just hit low. Right. And what the tricky part is when Red Hood gets an overhead completed on top of you while that mine is going off, making it not for an unblockable attack, but a hard to blockable attack.
Tough. Yeah. Yeah, he can do air gunshots. He can do the forward lunge into meter burn for the overhead gunshots. He's got these tools.
Yeah, he's got
a great movement in general. Pretty good mid-range options. Great wake up. Good character.
Oh, and see right there now. I feel like at full screen, this is where Deadshot really keeps control of Red Hood there. Just kind of taking the damage where he can, and looks like Grodd is very close to taking this bar over SonicFox.
Yeah. Oh, he expected the jump forward, didn't come. SonicFox being great about his movement right now. Yeah, look at that, perfectly timed.
That's very risky stuff there. Very punishable range there if you do whip onto it, and he knew he was going to go for it again. Goes for the jumping air shot.
I think Deadshot's really interesting because although he has a lot of control and it can seem oppressive, he has to make really interesting choices about whether you're going to jump, whether you're going to move. He has to call things out, and some of his options have more delay than you might realize, more startup than you might realize too.
Yeah, you really have to take advantage of the fact of how long it takes for him to move after he does certain shots there. And Grodd totally okay with camping this corner. Goes for the interactable. SonicFox nowhere to be found there, ready to just jump away. And here we go, corner combo. What's the setup? Goes for it again! Again, when you go for that and you know your opponent's doing it, you can stop it.
Well, Grodd waited until he had the second bar right there, so he's going to have even meter. And they both spend all the meter. All right. Green's out.
Green's out. Now, when those green shots do connect, it drains the meter of its opponent or of its victim. There.
Well, you can see how important that is right now. He's kept SonicFox from building that bar. SonicFox would have already had a meter. There's the meter now. So SonicFox now with really interesting threat. He does come in. Oh, man, I was just going to say the threat of the lunge into meter.
Hopefully it doesn't, the frustration doesn't leak out into his gameplay.
But I don't think that this is SonicFox going with the character that he would switch away from. I feel like this is the choice that he would go with against Deadshot.
Yeah. And I don't see Grodd going with Bane in this situation at all.
Agreed.
So, you know, just kind of playing Red Hood's game right now.
I love that pizza he threw out perfectly, knowing that Grodd would jump. Grodd cornered himself the low, very far range.
Going for the interactables again, Grodd. Ready to do it, ready to just jump off that van.
Yeah, and he sees, oh wow, okay, this is SonicFox taking advantage of, well, not as well as he could have.
Yeah, I mean, taking advantage of tendencies, but he just wasn't ready for the air escape there. Just didn't think Grodd would do it. But, you know, when Deadshot's sitting full screen, building bar with every shot he takes, building bar every opportunity he gets to just kind of get away from you.
Yeah.
He's going to have it.
He does. I mean, already he has too.
Oh, that's a big combo there by SonicFox. Throws out the mine, and Grodd again ready to use the interactable, getting out of there.
In there. Is he away? No! The lethal lunge coming into play.
Now he wanted the opportunity just to get out of there. Didn't want to be stuck in the corner. Wants to buy a little bit more real estate. And, you know, on the other side of the screen, he does have that one car bomb that he can put on the cop car. So maybe he's trying to bait SonicFox into it.
Trying to prevent SonicFox from getting the bar. Here's a big whiff punish chance. And SonicFox does not clash. He probably would have taken damage if he had done so. He doesn't have any meter himself.
He's got no meter right now. Gur ready to tie this up 1-0, but, you know, don't count SonicFox out. Going for the interactable. He knew it was coming.
And he kept it unclashable. Here, though, is SonicFox, who is just a couple of hits away from doing this. Escape. Does he get it? Down ones. Stagger. Chip.
Oh, goes for the skill shot.
I love the delay. Oh, boy, that was very...
Shot counter pick with Deadshot. No, the lunge has very little invincibility frame, so you
Right.
can stuff it a lot, and Gur was looking for the skill shot, just trying to put bullets all over him, making sure he couldn't get out of there successfully. Now Gur's going to be on the left there. I guess you got to look at the helmets.
And this is a character that SonicFox has played a lot. In fact, early in Injustice 2's life, he won a tournament with, including other characters, Deadshot. I haven't seen him play it in a little while, though. I assume he's kept it alive. Looks like it so far. You know.
But someone who plays as often as SonicFox, he's definitely keeping his, you know, all his options.
Yeah.
All his
and
options
you know, he's
there.
mentioned, too, that he feels that Captain Cold really struggles against Deadshot. So I guess if your other characters all struggle against the character, and you can play that character, 5-5 is better than getting a losing matchup.
Right now, Gur's behind by a little bit here. He does finally get rid of that first bar. SonicFox had a little bit of a lead, not only health-wise, but look at that meter he's got. He's got so many resources, so many opportunities to really tack on damage and have mobility.
Oh! Trading!
Jeez, guys.
Okay, Gur, with the expectation he had the right read. Oh, I don't think that was the intention. Yeah, very interesting that they use meters so differently. SonicFox has 3, and Gur has just spent it as soon as it's come in. Just spent it as fast as he can. SonicFox has a life lead, so if they keep trading, that's going to be bad news for Gur. He got the hit! Oh! And there's SonicFox! I can't believe he got it! Look,
Kind of find and bully his way in.
well, I've heard that some Bane players think that he does pretty well against Deadshot. Deadshot, of course, wants to keep Bane out and has pretty good wake-up himself. But look, if you get knocked down by Bane, I don't care who you are, you're in trouble.
And he's a Deadshot player himself, so he knows what the options are. He knows what the tendencies are of Deadshot players.
I love that. Advantaged string, and he just went right back to it. Advantage again. And just like that, SonicFox has gotten out of the corner. Not going to be a ton of damage compared to Bane, but ooh, into the corner. Will he just go for chip? That Venom is out, and now on debuff.
Oh, and he goes for the wake up because he normally depends on the meter on the armor from the Venom. He knew that he could rely on the invincibility of the wake up mechanic.
And that was key. If that had been blocked with level 3 debuff, he would have taken probably the round in damage. Probably would have died. Here's SonicFox.
And you can see the frustration on Gur. His just willingness to just go in. He didn't care that he was, you know, it was a lose-lose situation there. He just wanted to go in. He wants to put his hands on him. He wants to dial in some combos.
SonicFox knows the options so well. Stagger. They were a little bit nerfed, but still use them pretty well.
No, definitely a great option.
Oh, wow. All right. Interesting timing.
So I'm not sure why Gur went with it. Maybe because he didn't have Venom active, so he... Oh, no, he did have Venom active. He's got to take this whole debuff, but it's not too hard. Maybe because it was only level 1 Venom.
Right.
He figured the consequence wasn't too bad here.
Okay, he lets it run out. SonicFox, this is kind of what you expect if you're a Deadshot. This is what you want. You want the range. You don't want Bane to get in. Here's Bane. Oh, man, he screwed it up. Whatever it was.
Yeah, that was a big execution error. No way he wanted that on purpose.
No, forward 1 at that range is not the right choice. And he's been kept out right now, and it's looking tough.
Oh, SonicFox giving him the buffer from full screen, and Gur goes down 3-1 to SonicFox after such a grueling... around with both of those characters. I would love to see some Poison Ivy, but I don't think we're going to see it.
Yeah. Wow, all right.
The neutral jump by Pnut. He does connect and put him full screen, just kind of to, you know, dictate his way of gameplay right now. He wants to just kind of zone, and Dragon's going to be the one chasing here.
Wow, all right. But you already saw why it's kind of tough to zone. The counter zoning coming out of Black Adam with dive kick and Black Magic from afar. Advantage dive kick, you meter burn it.
Yeah, not sure why Pnut decided to challenge there. Very, very disrespectful stuff.
Well, he's playing patiently right there. He jumps over. We mentioned kind of an over arc. Wow.
Yeah, I think Pnut might have just forgot for a split second what character he was dealing with. It looked like he jumped over anticipating a gadget character to roll the barrel, but instead it was Black Adam chucking them overhead like that.
There's that black magic, like I said, as Pnut in this matchup, as Fate, you got to really worry about every fireball that you throw, because any one of them could be a dive kick over, could be a lightning under, could be a black magic to stop you. And of course, the payoff for a fireball is pretty minimal in comparison.
A great jump there by Pnut. You know, when you jump those black magics, Black Adam is so exposed to punishment there, so exposed to a full combo. And right here, Pnut's going to camp out the health regain. All right, so he's going to use 2 bars. He's going to get 25% back on top of the little bit of health that he got back from setting up that regen orb.
Perfectly timed on the orb. Love it. He did move forward. Didn't have the second dive kick there, unfortunately for Dragon.
That one projectile that does connect into a dive kick. Very scary stuff.
Oh, nice! 3-3? Yes, that was a ton of damage to just take right there. He's got a chance to take this life bar. It's been mostly him getting his butt kicked, but right now looking good. Orb goes away.
As long as he can avoid the clash, I think he's going to be in great shape. Now let's see if Dragon just says the clash is not an option here, and I got to use these 2 bars.
Yes, the orb came to rescue. He was looking exactly for that with Pnut and the orb, and perfectly placed, and he takes it over Dragon.
A huge comeback there. Like you said, he was just getting mopped and destroyed that whole game, and Pnut just kept his composure, didn't count himself out, and right now he's up 1-0 over Dragon.
Yeah, that was really well done. I love those orb placements he had. That really sealed the deal for him.
I mean, he knew exactly what he wanted to do when he wanted to do it. You know, everything has a solution in this game, and your opponent's, you know, really doing something. Did you see how long that magic cloud is up there for?
Nope, not fast enough on the meter burn.
Yeah, that's definitely not a great spot to kind of shove in those meter burn forward 3s. Well, here we go. A back throw puts him in the corner. He does give him access to those barrels, but hopefully he learned from last time that he's not supposed to jump over. He's just supposed to duck and punish.
I really like Fate corner control. You keep expecting him to just do the glyph and move backwards, so you're just not willing, not looking for the grab. Pnut's gotten it a few times as a result. Lovely anti-air. That's good corner control.
And it looks like the barrels aren't even an option. You know, for power characters, not great. You know, don't really lead into anything. Here we go, unless you want to take out that first bar, proving me completely wrong there.
Yeah, at that range, it's good stuff. Dragon giving it up, moving forward. A little late there.
The jump in goes unchallenged. Pnut forced the block, and he continues to block while he gets opened up by that throw.
Air to air was the intention. Interesting. Pnut has a ton of bar right now. If he can, find some big moment, if he can find a clash, looks like he's going to need to find a clash.
I don't know. I don't think Dragon's going to give it to him.
No, I'm sure he does not want to. So interesting to see. After blocking the black magic, it clash. There were a couple of hits there.
And Pnut forced to use half his meter on an air escape there. Pnut's reactions there, just walking to that range and just faking the throw and opening him up twice in a row. And then the third time with the meter burn forward 3. Good stuff.
Yeah, very well played. Taking the time for the orb. See how important it is. Great blocking by Dragon. Great patience. Oh, but there's Pnut taking advantage of it. Nice work. And Dragon, he's consistently had trouble with double dive kick combos. Not easy to do, and like you said, he's not like the execution master necessarily. He can learn stuff, but doesn't have important combos today.
A push block just to kind of stop that momentum. Again, just to get some breathing room there for Pnut.
What?
That was a very strange walk under there. Not sure if Pnut knows something special that we don't.
Right, that was very interesting to see. Wanted to get some chip stuff, didn't work. Now Dragon's gonna get the corner. Just blocking. And Pnut's super patient right there. And just seals it with a little glyph, a little onk coming down.
Pnut, let's see how far he takes this little pixel of health, and he doesn't take it too far. Dragon meeting him with that low thunder. That hitbox hits a lot higher than it looks.
Yeah.
It's not just the floor, it's a little bit more than that. Goes for the neutral jump setup, and Pnut ready for it, ready to block correctly, knowing it's a cross-up.
So there's going to be a clash here, but that means that the trait's gone for Pnut.
Yeah, the trait's gone for Pnut. He's got to wait for his time for it to charge up again, but it's not too. It doesn't take too long, but you know, it's very easy to activate. You can activate through combos, or just when your opponent gives you a little bit of breathing room.
So now Pnut is going to set something up. Oh, down two from Black Adam. That little dinky hand has such a good hitbox on it. Trying to keep things unclashable there as Dragon. 3-3. Oh, he was... Oh, I'm sorry. Pnut already used it. What am I talking about? So Dragon can go in for all the damage.
All the damage he wants.
And he did, and there you go.
Pnut getting a Dragon played on that completely. Knew he didn't want to sit still, because it's very, very risky stuff to kind of go for that raw black magic in the neutral. Or I guess that wasn't really neutral. It was him on the ground.
Pnut interrupting that with down one for the first time. Wow, all right. So Dragon's still missing some stuff, and he's kept the combos simpler, too.
The Palpatine hands do make his way through. Goes into an orb cancellation. Cancels into the orb, and just look at all this damage. He's got him in the corner. And he baits out the down two, punishing perfectly. Dragon in complete control. What an adjustment by this kid.
That's one thing you can say about him. He's super smart, and he adapts quickly. He sees what the opponent's trying to do, and he knows the counter. Or he can figure it out on the fly. There you go.
Scary stuff to try to zone Black Adam.
Yeah, and a little mix-ups there with jump 2. Where's he going to go?
Are we going to check the bumper car? It does do unclashable damage.
It seems like that's the threat. But wow, look at the patience there.
Maybe Dragon's just kind of waiting for his trait to come back, waiting to build up a little bit more bar.
Certainly he has plenty of time right now. He doesn't need to make any big moves. He can snipe with lightning here and there. Even that chip is important, and that is about going to do it. Oh, well, maybe Healing Field to the rescue?
Possibly.
Possibly. This is a character who can get life back, although it's going to be tough to get significant amounts.
Especially when that orb is a threat there. He goes for the black magic and it just throws, but unfortunately he just wasn't there.
This can't be real. And then the next one is even crazier, but we're already jumping into a match.
Okay, here we go. This is Perfect Legend versus Beef Supreme.
Beef Supreme, the Batman player. Perfect Legend, it's really interesting. He played a ton of Batman in Injustice 1, but has been playing a lot of Brainiac in this game.
I feel like Brainiac's perfect for him.
Dude, I was just going to say, I think Brainiac is he makes so much sense for him. The ability to just kind of dive kick around, use that wild mobility and take advantage of it, I love it a lot.
There are two things that I think Carl likes the most and is his best at, which is air mobility and waking up. And Brainiac doesn't really have great wake up, right? You can stuff it. But in practice, a lot of people don't, just like that.
Right.
And the air mobility is super good. And he's been playing the character since before the buffs. You can see what kind of stuff he brings out.
Yeah, and he has super good, kind of tricky setups like that exactly with the trade as well. He can keep this unclashable. And if you don't know the matchup, or if Brainiac kind of gets ahead of you, it's super hard to kind of overwhelm him. He just gets the momentum going. And Perfect Legend, for a while, he was talking about how he was this sick footsie ground-based player. But this is what he's actually good at. This is what he is super good at, and what got him those evil W's many years ago.
Yeah, I play against Carl a lot, and I wouldn't describe him as a footsies player. I describe him as somebody who loves to be over and past the footsies range. Over, literally in the air.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's, you can see his Brainiac's doing that work, so.
Yeah, I love it a lot. I'm a big fan of his Brainiac. I think this is a great character for him. Already setting out the trade as well, and man, the pickup off of it, that was super sick. He didn't have a meter to keep up the combo afterwards.
I really like this movement. He's seen that Beef Supreme has not really dealt that well with the air mobility.
Yeah.
And so if you see that your opponent doesn't really know how to deal with stuff, or in any case is not dealing with it, then just go in there. Just make it happen.
And he's not even really checking him on the trait cancels or anything like that either. And yeah, even that, he does raw dive kick. He's scared of the follow-up, so he doesn't go for anything. No punish on meter burn dive kick either.
That's something you have to get. If he does the meter burn, you gotta get something there. At least press a button. At least make him block something.
Right, exactly.
Legit punish it.
And even there, it was a good example. He blocked the wake-up attack. Well, that was a parry on it. He blocked the wake-up attack and then just had a down-2 punish into 1-2. Definitely do more than that. 4-3.
And you can see that Beef Supreme is defaulting to low block, which is how you play against a lot of characters. But against Brainiac, his damage comes from the overhead. The low, he gets something out of it. He gets a little drill out of it, but not a lot.
Exactly, just like that, yeah. Ooh, and almost chased him down with the dive kick. Didn't quite get it. Meter burn. No punish.
Yeah, so Carl knows that. Carl, Perfect Legend has seen that now, and he's bringing out meter burn all the time. He's moving around with impunity.
Yeah, there's no worries for him for sure. He understands now, like, all right, I can just, sort of dive kick around. I can call the trait. It's not going to be a big deal. Taking the fake out even before he went in the second time. That was
He's got a lot of learning to do right now on the fly.
for sure. And I mean, I don't know how many Brainiac players he's probably ever played before that he had experience with,
It's not a common character. Even after the character got some buffs, he can now hold on to those drones even after he gets hit or after he blocks. Even now, not common. We see him more at the high level, but still, we don't see him very often. Hard to get good experience.
Yeah, Chip was going to be the end. Yep, good work. And it's a flawless for Perfect Legend in that first round. Not much has really changed. I feel like Beef Supreme, he can't set up any zoning. He doesn't know the punishes on block, so it's going to be really hard for him in this set.
Yeah.
I mean, even Meterburn rolled in. I feel like as Batman, you expect him to be throwing a lot of batarangs in this matchup, like up batarangs, waiting with the trait, trying to be ready to punish stuff. But instead, he's just kind of trying to find something.
Well, you can see him moving a little bit differently now. I don't know if it's the right way to move, but I like seeing that he is at least trying something different.
For sure. And then Wager on the other side. He's got a couple of bars to spend. Yeah, PL's not going to spend any.
No reason to for Perfect Legend. Things are going fine.
Cool. Could have got probably a dive kick off of that, but maybe just didn't commit to it in time. And yeah, the air mobility is so good. He's a really unique character design. I can't remember NRS ever doing anything like this.
Oh, I think he's very cool. Fun. I think he's solid. Ton of damage for sure. Ton of mobility.
Oh, almost got the pickup off of it, but a very rare occasion that Batman jump to fails him. Didn't quite reach it, and trying to get some batarangs out.
This is safety first right now for Perfect Legend. Well, that's all that. But
yeah,
okay. So if you see him do a jump button like that, at least if you're playing against Perfect Legend, like I said, I play against this guy a lot.
He's gonna dive kick.
100%
Really well.
Well, that's who won Evo.
Yeah, exactly. Dragon.
So Echo Fox Scar, also with Brainiac. Like I said, at high level, he's becoming more common. And I Am Texas is his opponent. We have Cheetah on deck.
Yeah, and in this match, for sure, I think Brainiac definitely a much stronger character. It did a good job of normalizing and sort of turning.
Whoa! That is important tech.
Wow.
That is important to know in this matchup. I didn't know that.
I wonder how consistent that is. If that's 100% of the time, then that's super good.
Okay.
We went for the forward 3, but the wake-up attack got him out of there. Yeah, pick up, and he had the trade behind him, so he's going to get a full combo here. Almost enough.
Yeah, I said you default to high block. And Texas just waiting it out. I guess they're just going to go.
Since it was in the middle of the round.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, there was really no gameplay implications.
All right.
That's fine.
Yeah, back 3. And the immediate wager.
There was going to be some more damage there.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was probably necessary, but because Scar has no meter, he could probably spend 1 or 2. Yeah.
He does 2. He's just going to get full life. So Cheetah has her own interesting movement stuff. I don't know how well it stacks up against Brainiac, but so far, certainly Scar has been moving around where he wants to, pressuring where he wants to, controlling when he wants to.
Yeah, I think the problem is if you're another character who likes to go to the air, it's kind of rough against Brainiac. His dive kick, it just kind of shuts all that down. It's super fast. As soon as it starts up, it's basically, it's going to catch you out of everything. And yeah, I wonder how Scar is familiar with a lot of the strings that Cheetah has. Lots of built-in overheads and lows in there, and she's got good mix-ups.
Wow, okay. So Brainiac, one of the downsides for the character is that he does have some unsafe tools, and his strings, his buttons are out there for a while. If he doesn't connect on stuff, he can be in trouble. And you saw the problem right there. I'm Texas took advantage.
All right, summons the second trade. He hasn't called it out quite yet. Oh, the float in the air.
Oh, boy, that was a huge potential.
Just the dive kicks again. Oh, mixing him up overhead and low. Anything will do it now. You got to be real careful.
Yeah, from the air, all right.
How do I imagine a dive kick will chip?
Oh. Especially meter burn if that comes up. That was enough. That actually hit her out of the low
down
sweep.
3, right? I wonder if it's situational or if it's super legit, but it looks like we're back into it.
Okay.
Look for the down 3 again.
Aha! Meter burns it. She can get some good damage, good corner carry. Well, all right, jumping back there is Scar.
Yeah, he went for the standing reset, and Scar just jumped out. He didn't want anything to do with the mix-up. Missed his 4-3 there, but still has pressure in the corner. And you see that I Am Texas is already doing a better job than we saw last time of challenging when he trait cancels on block. So if you see him like throw back his hand and summon that trait, you can usually hit a button and try to kind of interrupt it. Yeah, just like that. That was a wake-up attack, but
indeed.
still the same kind of idea.
Oh, yes, of course.
Could have been a bigger punish, but you got a little bit off of it.
Yeah, this is a character in Cheetah with a ton of damage output, and we really haven't seen that yet.
Ooh, look for the throw, but didn't find it. She has command throws that hit high and crouching opponents.
Oh, cool. Dash right over. Meter burn for Scar, and then just coming right back in. Probably would have been meter burn too. Might have been chipped.
Yeah, I think meter burn would chip probably.
Yeah.
Just takes that down 3, and I feel like down 3 has been, you know, the most mix-up we've seen. There it is.
That was a much better little series right there. We got to see more of that.
Yeah, more offense, more mix-ups. When she lands hits, it's pretty good. And I feel like when he's at full-screen summoning trade, I would have liked to see more trade activations out of Cheetah, maybe.
I think I Am Texas tried for the sweep under there. It looked like it got hit. Okay. So maybe he saw the same thing and thought, wow, really? Okay, let's do this. And it hasn't really paid off in this round.
Yeah, I mean, she gets pretty low. She's no Catwoman, but it gets the job done.
Wow! And then did not want to give the clash. I love this movement!
Oh, and that'll do it.
He had clash still. I Am Texas definitely.
He was like, oh, I don't have clash.
Maybe.
But I feel like it's worth it. Like, you might as well input forward plus meter burn.
Yeah.
Right? Like, even if I'm dead and I know I don't have clash, I'm gonna hit forward and meter burn. Just let me believe. But it didn't get the job done.
Scar is really moving much faster, much differently right now. Look at this.
Yeah, and you know, even Scar, watching the difference between him and Perfect Legend, he's definitely a little slower, a little less risky, I feel like, but and more like, let me see what the trade is going to do and then move in behind it. Yeah, I feel like there was more like standing around in that few seconds than we saw PL do the whole time.
That's probably true. But I think that's the styles generally for both of those players. But on top of that, Scar hasn't played Brainiac for as long as Perfect Legend has. I mean, he had been playing Supergirl and Superman and stuff. And now Brainiac. So another pretty early clash. But hey, at least he clashed this time.
For sure. So there's the bar. Yeah, and it's 15%. I think that was the right choice.
Oh, yep. Gotta make this count.
Yeah, not a ton of damage. Walk up, goes for the dive kick. Super good in that scenario. Not only is it an overhead, but if you stand up to throw tech or something, you're gonna get opened up.
Look at that setup. Beautiful.
Yeah, big damage too. Backdash was a good choice to escape, but yeah, Scar is he's just hanging out at this point.
Feeling comfortable. You can see it in his movement.
Just takes the raw dive kick again. Didn't have the meter to meter burn it, but now he's going to.
I love this move. That's so cool to just see him buzzing around like a big bee up there. It's a big character, but he can really move.
Yeah, he is super fast. Oh, he probably missed his dive kick, but.
Oh, what a okay! I Am Texas in that series and in one of the series in the previous game, we see moments where there's strength and just hasn't been consistent enough. That's gonna do it. Scar 3-0
for sure. And I really love that walk-up dive kick from Scar. That's like super.
But
what happened there?
WhiteBoi in this game. Of course, he won CEO. He's a guy who just plays monsters. He doesn't care if command grab or not. He likes the monsters.
He does like monsters, yeah.
And this is a great monster. Yeah. Just, obviously, Scarecrow's a very good character, but as a monster, if you're like a monster fan, he's really, really well made.
Yeah, he's a really awesome character. I know that you're a big fan. And look at the damage. Absolutely. That's going to be the life bar already. I mean, the wall bounce, optimized combo, the throw at the end. Jeez.
That's pretty.
That was brutal. But, you know, his character in Injustice 1 Doomsday was super good. Yes. Definitely a very strong character. He forced his way in there pretty much relentlessly. And I feel like Scarecrow eventually gets in anyway. He's like the same kind of character where it's really difficult to keep him out. And it's not, you know, Venom this time that gets you in. It's his big normals, right? And his huge jump in. His jump 3 is super hard to anti-air. And we're looking like we might be at the end of this first game already. Although finds a big forward 2.
Lovely escape. And now WhiteBoi, yeah, trades up. That's going to be damage over time, even if he's getting hit. So Toki is killing himself, even as he deals damage.
Oh, and the interactable, good choice. It was unbreakable, and if it was going to hit pretty,
but he can do well against characters who want to be in the air with jump 3 and jump 2. He has great anti-air. He has great air control with back 3, and of course he has good footsies. So Supergirl, same with Superman, good footsies, but we can see the same kind of thing coming out of Scarecrow.
Yeah, he's going to be able to pick up the combo off this activates. Wants that trade late meter burn so he can pick up the combo.
Good stuff. And again, that damage over time is there with that trade, and it's building up. It is now at the max, which means he gets access to a huge full screen mid combo starter. We saw it the last game.
Yeah, and I mean, that down 1 from Scarecrow, so pesky. It's really difficult to deal with. The meter burn, back 3 at the start. And I like the back throw to get her out of the corner. It's a good choice from Toki, but he hasn't been able to really find a big hit yet. There's the down 2 cancel.
right in there. And unfortunately, Toki did not expect the teleport to come. That means WhiteBoi, more damage out of the corner.
Oh, and the big jump 3. It's so difficult to deal with the combo as well. A break, but he's down a lot of life.
And WhiteBoi, I mean, you know you're down a lot of life when your opponent's fine with giving you the clash. WhiteBoi was just willing to combo. You clash, no big deal. Not really much of a threat to WhiteBoi. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of work for Toki to get there.
Yeah, and that trade available now for WhiteBoi as well. Yep, he's going to be able to get the back 3 off of it. Right into the corner, activate again for more damage over time, plus the tick throw, and that's 2 quick ones for WhiteBoi. Eventually, because that adds up, right, you get that trade activation, you get the big combo off of it as well. And it gives him a more full-screen presence, so yeah, it seems to make sense to me.
Sure. So back to Superman now. Toki trying to pressure, and just didn't really make it count. Just like that, WhiteBoi's back in exactly where he wants to be.
Yeah, he's doing a great job fighting after 4-2-3 already as well. And yeah, you mentioned a lot of the great tools that Scarecrow has. Those are all pretty good against Superman's ground game and his laser game as well.
Yep.
They're both important. Superman can definitely fight in the matchup. It's not like it's
sure,
super rough or anything. But yeah, I mean, WhiteBoi's clearly great at it. The bounce cancel, and that'll be the round.
WhiteBoi leans forward in his seat. He's about ready to move on. Toki, again, in a situation where he's got a lot of work to do to make a comeback happen.
Oh, what a timing. Yeah, meter burn back 3 on cue. There's a break.
And WhiteBoi's fine with it.
For sure, yeah. Let him spend 1 or 2 bars.
Yeah.
He'll get his health back, but there's no situation here where WhiteBoi's really been panicking too much. The tick throw.
Ah, lovely. Really like that timing right there. And of course, the wake up comes.
Yeah, the wake up's so good.
It is
wake
very
up attack
good.
is super good. One of the big changes that Scarecrow's gotten in this game.
Ooh, that's a great whiff punish right there. As strong as back 3 is, and it is, some characters can really whiff punish it well. There's Superman doing it.
For sure. I kind of wish that he didn't spend the trade on that for Superman. It's going to come back pretty quick, but I probably could have killed meterlessly. There it is. Very short combo, though.
Yeah, it really was. Here's another chance for him. Okay, I like this from Toki. Will we see? Oh, boy.
Nice combo, yeah. Didn't get it. And then backdash still clipped by the interactable.
Teleport.
What a
Perfect
teleport.
timing. Here comes WhiteBoi now. And he's got so much meter, and that...
What's the damage over time? Oh, he missed 2 4-2s in a row. How does that happen? That's so unfortunate. The rise. Shit, the first time, right?
Yes,
it was like the first thing that happened in the game. Yeah, I'm going to punish that.
Very nice. All right, Supergirl. That's what Theo's coming into this. 3rd rank overall, as you can see up there in the top left. And then Kalypso,
Unranked
actually
player.
not at all playing a Kryptonian.
Yeah, went straight to Harley, who's another really good character in this game. What a down 2.
That's a really good button, there's no doubt.
Yeah, her down 2 is excellent. Always been pretty strong.
Yeah, her buffs were, I mean, obviously important, but she had a lot of stuff going for her already.
Wow, back 1-2-3 picked up out of the air.
So Harley has these full screen zoning options. She's got some good mid-range options as well. Good footsies, good pressure, and the little dogs, whatever, can back her up.
The hyenas?
Hyenas!
Yeah, you are. Yeah, all right. The little dogs?
The little doggies.
You're a cat person, right?
We have not yet seen the dogs. I've had both.
You're a cat person.
Well, right now I own cats, but I've also had dogs.
Chip's a problem here. One more laser will probably... Oh, he tried to down 2, but it was the air gunshot that actually messed him up. There's the down 2.
Ready for it, and that's Theo. You can count on him to be ready for that sort of stuff. It's often a safety-first kind of play style that he has. You see even right there, right? Dashing up to a range where he knew was safe and then just kind of hanging out.
Yeah, I mean, he was one of the players where in Injustice 1, and, you know, in this game as well, people called him sort of robotic because he was just ready for everything. He was like a fighting game robot built to beat you in Injustice. Like, he just punished everything. He was prepared for everything. He stuffed everything.
Right.
He was too good. And that's sort of what you see in his playstyle this time. I like that he's trying Supergirl in this matchup because Superman, his zoning is a little slower, a little bit more predictable, and Harley can kind of compete in the zoning against him. Right. But Supergirl...
Woo! The Landsies
so
were perfect. And then the cross-up right there. It doesn't need to worry about Clash, but there's Theo, game 1, pretty convincing.
The Landsies and...
Somebody who was one of the best in Injustice 1, took time off from the game, did not play Mortal Kombat X, and came back And sure enough, it was like he had never left.
Yeah, it's very rare that that happens.
Oh yeah, it's hard to do, especially because the scene had gotten much stronger in between. Very, very much better scene overall right now than in Injustice 1 times. And yet, he's just as good.
He's going to get the big combo here. Back 1, 2, 3 at the end. And her damage improved in this version of the game. You can definitely tell what a down 2, man.
Didn't have the rest, but you know, the fact that he's so ready for that, you can see has really cut off Kalypso's approach. And especially as Harley, you want to jump around. You have a great jump too. It's fast, it's far, you can convert to stuff even with basically instant jump too, and yet that's been shut down by Theo.
Yeah, it's very active as well. And besides the jump too, she's got the air gunshots too, so it's not like her air options are lacking. It's just Theo's been prepared.
Perfect time to move forward. Blocking, and then there's the punish.
All right, well, you know.
Okay, hey, you got something, I guess. All right, this time the conversion.
Yeah,
very
side
cute.
switch. Yeah, setup is really good, especially if your opponent's not ready and doesn't quick rise. Setup is super, super dangerous. But Theo back to this full screen game now. No punish on the cartwheel, but it's because she rolled backwards.
Yeah, I mean, of course, Theo could do something about it. Just he'd rather play patiently. Just probably the right call.
Down 1 cancel. Oh, he tried to get the background bounce. It looked like back 1, 2 background bounce, but wasn't in range for it. Still worked out for him anyway. A couple of weird drops from Theo, but yeah, I mean, he hasn't been playing Supergirl as long as Superman, so it makes sense.
See her land on that cupcake and not even notice it? That was cool.
Yeah, it's like Brainiac's trait projectiles. Sometimes they just like sort of go through you. Whoa, the armor.
That was there, okay. Thought that might have been behind, but no.
Spends 2 bars on it, gets almost 400 damage.
Tough times right now for Kalypso. Oh, and he spends one of the bars, which he's gonna need.
Yeah, if he doesn't need it for a comeback, he'll need it for the wager anyway, which is sort of part of the same deal. Rolls in.
Again, and there's that jump too. Again, it's strong. It's got a good hitbox. It's fast, very active, and yet Theo has had the anti-air every time.
Looking for the lasers now, trying to find that last hit. He doesn't have enough trait to use another laser. There it is. Just built it back. Chip's the problem for sure.
That's all he needs, and then you see him just playing patiently. Once he got to that range, we've seen that this whole set so far. Once Theo has gotten to that,
for sure was down 2, and then when the down 2 hit, he knew that Kalypso had wager, so he did meter burn breath. It's unbreakable. Back 3, back 3. It's like that awareness was crazy. He has bounce cancel available here. Back 1, 2, 3 again. About 400 damage for that bar.
Not quite there, but you see Kalypso trying to maybe mix the game up a little bit with how he approaches, with how he moves forward, because he needs something, that's for sure. Cross-up, did not expect it.
Yeah, there's a side switch. Theo, he's actually probably going to be close to taking the round here, Chip, now. Yeah. Jump back laser, pretty safe option.
Ooh! Here's the jump 2. Theo was already busy.
Yeah, I like the up laser read from Theo and the roll from Kalypso. Like, both of them had pretty good ideas there.
Yeah.
No meter for Theo, so he can't turn it into meter and breath.
Oh, man, again, the jump 2! You just, look, I understand that it's part of your gameplay as a Harley player, but when you see your opponent anti-air this consistently, you got to excise it. You got to get it out of there.
Yeah, there's got to be more jump forward and then air gunshot, right, to bait the anti-air attempt. I think that's definitely a better option than... If you want to jump forward, then you can still jump forward. You just have to do that more.
Well, you got to make your opponent worry about the ground, too. You can't make it so he's just looking at the air. And I think that's all Theo's looking for at that range right now.
All right, so a couple of bars to spend. Take this 25% life back, but still down a lot. And Theo looking real comfortable. All right, has the hyena out, but doesn't cut off the air. I think that if the hyena's going to come down on the ground, then it's a good idea usually to shoot the man. How many down 2s in this set? 1-1-2 advantage, but catches the button afterwards.
And backing off. Oh, whiff punish attempt. Not quite there, but still, Theo's just in such control.
Yeah, he's playing this super clean. There's very few mistakes. Oh, what a whiff punish.
Look at that shimmy. Did you see that?
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
He just shimmied him.
Whiff punishing a down 1 is like, that's next level.
Don't want those bright lights in your eyes.
Oh, wow.
What?
That was so weird.
Kind of funky right there. But all right, so Star Charger going with the Catwoman, of course. That's what he's been playing. And Deoxys here with Supergirl.
Deoxys definitely has a Scarecrow shirt on as well. So, I don't know. He's betraying. This patch, you know, he decided that he was on the Supergirl train. Can't blame him.
Hey, both good characters.
Yeah, for sure. Takes the back throw, going to put her back into the corner. Fish for the back 2, but there was a delayed wake-up. And doing delayed wake-up on the first knockdown is like a big sign to send.
You see Catwoman with the range. She just has such good movement, great damage, excellent footsies.
Oh, look for the jump over, but again, that delayed wake up. Yeah, oh, good awareness to know that you can backdash the string. So you don't have to deal with the plus frames after.
We've already seen some nice stuff out of Deoxys, I agree. And then excellently ranged right there. Trying to zone, and yeah, mission accomplished. So for Catwoman, one of the bigger nerfs in the game was that the Cat Dash meter burn version does not have armor anymore. Still very fast, still legit from full screen, but you just can't armor through stuff.
Right, but she still doesn't really have too many problems with zoning generally.
No, she's doing fine. She is a great character.
Yeah, she is. And that was a good combo actually from Deoxys to do the air throw at the end. Gain that bit of meter for himself. Just back 3 jump air throw.
I really like what he's doing right now. And the movement. You can't just keep zoning. You can't just be full screen. You have to threaten forward. You have to threaten movement too for it to be credible.
There's the back 1, 2, 3. Has the knockdown in the cross. Instant
Yes!
air dash.
And there is the clash. So Star Charger has 3 bars. Deoxys, none. What is it, 2? Yeah. 25% life back. But it's still a pretty tall order. Got a lot. What? The statue! Yes! The statue.
You gotta watch out for those interactables, especially when they're unblockable. Those are the ones that you really have to be super cautious about. Otherwise, you'll just eat chip. And you can wait on those interactables, play your ground game based around it. Oh, punish here.
Ooh, yes, gotta make this one count. Life bar, no! Meterless.
Ah, and there it is. Okay. Star Charger gets the round. Still has a couple of bars, too.
He would love to control this corner and see if it... Oh, no whiff punish! Deoxys with the chance. And I love that he gets out of the corner first. And he's going to be a setup away from doing this.
Yeah, damage on this should be pretty good.
One more setup. See where he goes.
It's the wake up. That should be the end. The back 3 jump in. And that's going to be the first. You mentioned needs a real big weekend.
He really does. Yeah, he's got to make the quick adaptation.
But hey, so does Deoxys.
Sure.
One big weekend. He can go from 124 to top 24 or top 16 or
You're right.
anything like that. Down 2, clean. It didn't hit all the way, so neither of them built that first bar.
That statue is a threat right there. Star Charger knows. You see him jump. I love the jump 2s as a result. But Deoxys had the right timing.
Makes the wake up attack again. Gonna side switch, put Catwoman back to the corner here, and the air flip out still got punished actually. I love the back 2 check after the blocked Catwoman back 3. You got to know which mids will hit her back 3 and which won't, so you know the proper button. And there's the backdash on the string again. Pick up out of the air, though.
Star Charger finally here with a corner attempt. Only seen him here once, and then the second time he gets blown up immediately. Well, Deoxys is... Well, no meter here. Is that going to do it? Not quite. Cat dash just to get right through it. And just like that, she's in range. That's the mobility Catwoman has.
Oh, this time he didn't backdash. He instead hit the down 1 to interrupt the follow-up after the string.
He looks so ready for all of this.
Yeah, he's conditioning his opponent with his own defense, right, is what it is. That's really tough to do.
Patience there. Lovely jump timing.
And he's been leading with that meter burn breath a lot. Hasn't used it. There's the cat dash. Walks to the other side to regain that corner positioning.
But Deoxys is ready there.
Now woke up with back 1.
There's no clash. I guess he's going to wait to see what happens the next time. Just trying to wait it out. Trying to move.
There's that float. 1-1-2. Gets the neutral jump after the down 1 check on the float, but still the laser.
Star Charger, he's in one of these modes where he wants to just get that final hit, and it just doesn't look like it's coming. He spent 2 bars. Gotta take this. No, not even there!
And the delayed wake up got him out of the secondary mix-up too, but it still worked out anyway. Got the down 1. But yeah, Star Charger, as you mentioned, I think a little greedy for that last hit on the other life bar.
Yeah, you can really tell when somebody just gets too fixated on that.
Yeah, and he was too prepared. He's mixing up his defense super well. Star Charger not dealing.
This has been playing great.
He's been playing super good. For sure. I mean, yeah, like mixing up backdashing and then hitting buttons to counter poke instead. The delayed wake up, non-delayed wake up attack.
Yep, I like his movement. I like his pressure. I think he's just made a lot of very smart choices.
Yeah, he's playing great. Meter burn. Builds a little bar with that jump whipped air throw. And closes out the combo. 370 damage.
Man.
Yeah, he's too prepared.
I feel like Star Charger is just kind of getting out of his mind the more that this goes on. He just is not playing like how I would expect.
Just the wake up cat dash. We've seen that a few times just to move him forward. He's not trying to hit with it. That time was trying to catch it. What a down 2 clean. And the flip out on the combo. It wasn't even going to be too much damage, but Star Charger found the hit anyway.
Can pressure here. All right. No wake up this time from Deoxys.
And both throwing the interactables. Catwoman's works out, though.
Great range to jump from. Here's a chance. Interesting timing on the neutral jump. I wonder if that's what he expected or what.
Yeah, I was just looking for the reversal back one, and it worked out. There's the jump, too. Star Charger took a little bit of time, and I think is playing a lot better here. More composed.
The start of this game did not seem like it, but yeah, as it's gone on, you're right. I think he's really settled down.
Caught the back
That's great
dash.
to see. He's got to, of course.
And that's the round, yeah, for sure. He's got to settle here and really, you know, get into his groove, especially because next he'd have to play the winner of Theo and Perfect Legend to get out of the pool, and you got to be playing on points to beat either of those, you know? Back 1, 2, 3 again. Is that down one? And it just caught him. Good transition here.
That's what he goes for.
Just take the damage on it. Unbreakable damage as well. And gives you screen space to work with.
Into the corner just like that. Okay, low. Let's see where Star Charger goes. Yes, okay. Wants the corner for himself. Unfortunately, misses the end of that.
And looks for the bounce cancel.
And that is very expensive as a mix-up right now.
There's the wake-up attack. Good block. No down two on that one. But yeah, Diaz needs one hit and then maybe could kill if there's a meter burn breath.
Oh, I thought he might have just taken that for... Oh, 3-3?
He's going to have meter
Is that
burn.
going to do it?
Not quite. Chip will do
chip,
it.
Chip. Oh, wake up though. Yes, as soon as Star Charger put himself above Supergirl.